Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to Live Prep. Myself, Dr. Gajapati Verma. In the lecture number 1 of paragliding, we have discussed about some basic information that is related to paragliding. And in this lecture number 2, I will be giving a overview or the summary of the entire course in just a few minutes. Okay. So now let's quickly go through this. And here for this paragliding course, suppose the course is starting from tomorrow. Suppose it is starting from tomorrow. So that means day 1 will be from tomorrow. So I am saying about the day 0. That means today we are reporting for the course. So for that day 0 I am talking here. But please remember I am talking with respect to Dhira. So but for you it will be with respect to SEPA. Whatever it is, the basic information will remain same only. So on the day 0, so you are reaching the whatever is the campus. So we went to the Dhirang campus, but you need to report to SEPA campus. Next one. So and that at the main gate, so they have in the Dhirang campus, so we have entered our details in the main entrance gate, and then we were allotted with the accommodation, and then so sleeping bag, pillow, bed sheet, and all these basic requirements were issued to us. And even for you also at the SEPA, the same things will happen. Okay, next one is regarding the some basic facilities in general I am talking, because I don't want to spend more time on this in the next coming lectures. So there I won't talk about this. In simple I am telling you, so observe carefully. With respect to the drinking water, so normal water will be provided, and even the hot water and cold water also will be provided for drinking purpose. And for the bath, so hot water will be provided, and whatever is the running tap water will be there, that will be provided. And next one regarding the toilets in the bathroom, so there are some permanent constructions are there. So you don't need to worry about this toilet facility. Okay. And bathrooms also. So permanent constructions are there. So you don't need to worry about this. And with respect to washing of the clothes, so in the previous video itself, I told you. So you need to carry the detergent powder or detergent bar, because the washing machine facility is not provided for trainees. So that's why you need to wash on your own whenever you are getting the time. Okay. And with respect to the food, yes, both the options are there, vegetarian, non-vegetarian. So those who are vegetarian, so for them vegetarian food will be served, and for non-vegetarian, mainly with respect to the curry only the difference will come, right? So for them the non-veg means, please remember, the only the chicken. Don't expect about mutton and all. So chicken will be provided, and eggs also will be provided. Okay. So these are the things that are in general important for any of the trainees. And now in general I am telling you on the first day. First day is something different, and remaining days are little bit different. So that's why in simple, so I am writing about the day 1. On day 1, what exactly happens? So suppose before lunch and after lunch, let us talk. So morning session, what happens? So in the Dhirang campus, on the first day, we went to the temple. So there was a small temple that is located in the Dhirang campus itself. But since you are going to the SEPA, so there is no temple and all. So that's why this may not be applicable for you. Okay. So we visited the campus temple, and after that we are returning to our hostel. And then in the morning session, main important things are documentation. Anyhow, from here onwards, wherever it is, irrespective of the location, these things will happen. Okay. So first day, on the morning session, documentation. So they will give you some forms to the each and every trainee, approximately some 3 to 4 different forms they will give. You need to fill those, and there anyhow some general information you are filling, no problem. But there when you are filling, these are very important. Address. So which address you need to write. So this is very important. Sometimes they will tell you about some permanent address and something they will give you. So there you just write permanent address. And suppose they are asking about the current address, you just write the current address. but but there is a specific location there they will tell you that you please write the address where you need to get your certificate. Please remember, they will not give you certificate by hand. Please remember, your certificate you are receiving through post, or by post only you are getting your certificate. So if you are receiving through the post, then you need to give a proper address for that particular posting. Yes or no? So that's why they will tell you at the on this so and so form, at this address box. So you need to write the address to which you need to receive your certificate. They will tell you very clearly. So for that particular one, be specific and be careful. There should not be any mistake in that particular one. Okay. So please remember. And also photographs also you need to fix it. So in that previous video I told, no, so you need to carry some photographs. They are very important, right? So you need to fix some photographs on these forms also. So already they mentioned that you need to carry 5 photographs. Very, very important. So please remember this. Okay. So do this particular one in the morning session. Not only this, regarding the insurance also they will give you. So there is a separate form on that you need to write your details once again for insurance purpose. And here you just, they will tell you, so which insurance they are taking. So for that, so generally it is based on the number of days, for how many days you are taking, because it is a adventure related insurance, right? So based on per day, some charges will be there. So in this way, they will suggest you based on the course, whether it is for 10 days or 18 days. Based on this, they will give you, and you need to pay that particular amount. Okay, directly to the insurance company only. They will give you the details whom they should pay. Generally, what they will do is, so one member will collect the money from all the trainees, and then they will pay, and then you will receive that insurance by evening itself. Okay, so it will be like that. So once you are getting the insurance, then only you will be allowed for ground handling or whatever is the training for the training. So that's why it is very important that you need to get the insurance before starting the practical practical course, whatever it is. Okay, please remember, that's why it is very, very important. Next one, once this is done, then you will be undergoing this medical examination. So please remember, you are submitting your hard copy of medical form. Okay, already you are carrying, no? So that should not be older than 2 months. So that you are submitting, and in that campus, wherever it is, whether it is SAP or there, whatever it is, so there actually, so they are testing your BP. That's it, not more than that. So this is the only medical examination, means only BP will be tested, and then with this the basic work will be completed. And now here onwards, so your original course will start. So generally before the lunch, so they will be showing you, they will be displaying all the instruments. So they will tell you what are the names of these instruments. Don't worry. Anyhow, from the afternoon session onwards, so that same thing, each and everything they will explain in detail. So initially they will give you the complete brief introduction related to each and every equipment. So that will be happening. So in the afternoon session, so after the lunch, they will give some gap, and then there will be lecture. Every day you will be having the lectures. So here you will be having the lecture on paragliding. So generally they will give you introduction related to these equipments. Clear? So with that, day one will be completed. So in the paragliding, generally you are getting more time, for more free time in the evening sessions. Okay. So no problem. And from day 2 to the remaining course, if you are applying for basic and intermediate, so combined it is for 10 days. If you are applying for advanced course, it is for 8 days. If you are applying for combined course, it is for 18 days. So in that view, with respect to combined course, I am telling all these things. Whatever it is, accordingly you can split it up, no problem. Okay, from day to the remaining. How exactly it will be in the morning session. So in the morning, around some 6:30 or 7 o'clock, depends on the time, season, and all the things. Okay, that's why I'm not giving you the time exactly. I'm telling you what will be the activity. So PT will be there. So morning PT, some jogging, running will be there, some push-ups will be there. So some small jumps and all the things will be there. Okay, please remember. Next one. So after the PT, you are coming back, and then you will be having some small time, and then you will be having breakfast. And after the breakfast, they will give you some time, and then you need to load your equipment related to the paragliding. So whatever the activity that you are doing related to that, so you need to load that in the vehicle, and then you need to move to the training area, and you may load the equipment in the vehicle. So what type of equipment you are loading? The general equipment that you are loading. But please remember, for practice they will ask you to carry your own glider also. Okay, that is also part of this particular one. And anyhow, in the, if it is the SAPA campus, so the takeoff location will be very nearby only, so no problem. So happily you can take it on your back, and then you can easily walk. Okay, this is what loading of the equipment. And then you are moving to the training area, and then, and once you are going to the training area, there will be a fall-in. Fall-in means all the members, there will be a count, and they will give you some basic information that what exactly we are doing in that particular day. So that information also they will tell you. And then there will be some small warm-up exercises will be there, and then original practice will be there. Okay, this is what in general it will be happening. And in the afternoon session, so what you need to do is during the practice. So some members are practicing, so some have to take the videos and all, and it will be like a rotation basis. Okay, so in this way you are doing. So in the afternoon session you will be having the lectures. Once these lectures are completed, then you need to go through these videos. So better what you need to do is, whoever is taking these videos, before the start of this particular lecture, you please upload in that computer or laptop, whatever it is, desktop or laptop, whatever it is, you just upload there, so that as soon as these lectures are completed for that particular day, and immediately you will be having the review of these practice videos. So in these review of these practice videos, what they will do is, so instructors will be sitting there and they will be telling you, so you did this type of mistake, so you should not do like this. Instead of doing like this, you should do like this. So in this way, they will try to correct you with the help of videos. Why? Because so generally when we are doing, so you don't know how exactly we are keeping our hand and how exactly we are running, what type of mistake we did. So we cannot understand that. So that's why, so once we are coming back, so in the evening session, they will tell you that this is the mistake you did. And they are very, very much useful for you so that you can understand that what type of mistake you are doing. So slowly, slowly try to correct that. That's it. So these are some important things that are happening here. Clear? And now this is the overview. So please understand this. So with respect to the basic course is the P1 and it is for 5 days. On first day, I have anyhow that information we have completed from 2 to 5. So the process will be like that only. But on the 5th day, you will be having the test, ground handling test. Clear? Next month. And after this, P2 will begin. That means intermediate course will begin. It is from day 6 to day 10. Here on the 10th day, you will be having the practical exam. But on the ninth day, you are having the theory exam. So please remember this. On the ninth day evening, you are having theory exam. 10th day morning, you are having the practical examination. Okay. So suppose you are talking about the advanced P3. So it is from day 11 to day 18. And here also on day 17 evening, you are having theory exam. On day 18 morning, you are having the practical exam. So once this is done, so on whatever is the last day, so practical exam is completed a morning session. So in the afternoon session, you will be, not afternoon means immediately after the lunch, or sometimes it may be before the lunch also. So badge presentation will be done. So they will give you the badge. Okay. So this is what exactly happening in this entire course. With this video is completed. From the next lecture onwards, so we will be going more into each and every stage or the level of this paragliding course. Okay. Thank you so much, my dear friends. Thank you.